Okay, let's dive into this. Denmark's defense posture, it's really undergoing a massive change, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. A complete pivot. For years, it was all about, expeditionary forces, small units, far-flung
Like
deployments.
Afghanistan, right?
Exactly. But now, the focus is shifting dramatically. It's all about collective defense, closer to home. Think the Arctic, the North Atlantic. Tensions are definitely up there.
And it's not just talk. There's serious money behind this. What was the figure? Over $7 billion?
That's right. Over $7 billion USD by 2025. We're talking more than 3% of GDP committed here. It's historic for Denmark.
So our mission today, let's unpack how they plan to spend it, specifically focusing on two big pieces of kit.
Precisely. We need to look at the proposed P-8 Poseidon maritime patrol aircraft and the MQ-9B Sky Guardian drone, which they have confirmed. The key is how these two are meant to work together. It's all about NATO integration.
Right, the man-on-man teaming, the MUMT concept. So they're not just buying two separate things. How does this partnership actually, function out there, especially in that huge area, the GIUK gap?
Yeah, that's the perfect proving ground. It boils down to a classic operational model. Find, fix, finish.
Okay, find, fix, finish. Break that down for us.
Sure. The MQ-9B Sky Guardian, that's your find and fix asset. Think persistence. This drone can stay airborne for, over 40 hours?
40 hours, wow.
And it's relatively low risk, lower operating costs, so it just hangs out there scanning huge swaths of ocean, doing that vital ISR intelligence surveillance reconnaissance.
And it can do more than just watch, right? The Sea Guardian variant.
Exactly. That version can deploy sonobuoys, up to 80 of them. So it can actually start the hunt for submarines, the ASW mission, all by itself. It finds the contact, fixes its location.
Okay, so the drone does the patient searching, finds something suspicious, tracks it, and then the P-8 gets the call. That's the finished part.
Precisely. The P-8 Poseidon is the high-end, lethal part of the equation. It's got the crew, the advanced acoustic gear, and crucially, the weapons torpedoes for subs, harpoon missiles for ships.
ISW, yeah.
Right? So the MQ-9B finds and tracks, maybe even drops the first buoys, and then it cues the P-8 directly to the target.
Which means the P-8 isn't just wandering around hoping to find something. It goes straight to the action. Less risk for the crew, more efficient.
Exactly. Minimizes exposure, maximizes impact. But you need something to tie all this together. A brain for the operation.
And that's where the F-35 comes in. I was wondering how that fit. It's not just a fighter jet in this picture.
Not at all. Here, the F-35 acts as the network quarterback. It's the linchpin.
Quarterback? How so?
Its sensor fusion capability is immense. The F-35 is built to suck in all the data from the P-8, from the MQ-9B, from other assets, blend it, and then push out a single, coherent tactical picture. Securely, too, using things like Link 16.
Ah, Link 16. So it shares that picture with everyone. Ships, ground troops.
Everyone. The Iver-Heitfeld frigates at sea, command centers on land. It creates that common operating picture. Plus, its stealth allows it to operate even in contested airspace, making the whole network much more resilient than older C4 ISR systems that could be jammed or targeted.
Okay, it sounds like a really integrated system. But this P-8 part, it's still proposed, right? There's a debate there.
Yes, a major strategic choice for Denmark. Do they buy their own fleet of P-8s? Or do they essentially rent flight hours from allies, say Norway or Germany, who already operate them?
What's the trade-off? Cost, I assume.
Big time. Owning a P-8 fleet is expensive. Think upwards of $1.3 billion just for acquisition. Buying ours is cheaper up front. But
you don't control the asset.
Exactly. What happens in a real crisis? When Norway needs its P-8s for its own waters, can Denmark guarantee they'll get the coverage they need in the North Atlantic right when they need it most? That's the gamble. Cost versus sovereign control.
A tough one. Beyond that P-8 decision, what other big gaps is this new investment trying to fill immediately? Ukraine must have highlighted some things.
Absolutely. Two major ones stand out. First, a lack of long-range strike. The ability to hit threats before they get close. Second, not enough layered air and missile defense.
So how are they tackling those?
Well, they're putting serious money down, DKK $58 billion. That's nearly $8.5 billion U.S., specifically for new ground-based air and missile defense systems. And they're actively looking at options for those long-range precision weapons now. Market analysis is underway.
So pulling it all together, Denmark's moving from those smaller, distant deployments to building a really modern, integrated force. Manned, unmanned, networked, designed for high-end defense in its own neighborhood, strengthening both itself and NATO.
That's the goal. A multi-domain force fit for the current security climate. And it leaves us with a final thought, really. For you, the listener.
Uh-huh.
Given these huge costs, $1 billion plus for something like a P-8 fleet and the absolute need for everything to work together, especially within NATO, where do you draw that line? How much national military independence, owning your own kit, is essential versus how much can you rely on allies and burden sharing to save costs, perhaps at the risk of guaranteed access? It's a fundamental question facing many nations right now.